Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. And we're looking, it's a sort of a look at Jöel Piroe today and perhaps where it is going wrong for him. What is Daniel Farke doing in terms of playing him? Is he playing him in his right position? Should he be playing in a further forward position? We're going to unpack it and give me your thoughts on Jöel Piroe and where you think he should be playing down there in the comments below. If you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road. We have been on for a while to 1,000 subscribers. Help me out and hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. So it's a look at Jöel Piroe today. Obviously, the team itself, hit a little bit of a buffer these last couple of games. I'm here to look at a bit of obviously Jöel Piroe's performance and sort of compare it with perhaps how he did with Swansea last season, but also just to suggest maybe where Daniel Farke in some ways might be going wrong and where he could sort of in terms of Jöel Piroe, in terms of where he can perhaps improve for the team. So that's what we're going to do today. So Jöel Piroe obviously has been playing in the number 10 position for Leeds all season. 8 goals, 1 assist. But there is a lot of noise about, I mean, Farke has said, hasn't he? He's had his say on it about the look of what he said, and by hearing what he said a few months ago, we can't expect to see a Jöel Piroe at number 9 anytime soon. But, there is likelihood that that is the case. But, we as fans like to speculate and look at how things might be different if he did play in his, what I think should be is his position. He's a number 9, he's not a number 10. Forget what Russell Martin said as well, because every time Sky Sports is on, you hear the co-commentator or the commentator say, "Oh well, Russell Martin thought he was great at number 10 as well." The facts, don't prove that. To be fair, I don't know where they're getting their facts from. So basically, I think for what it's worth that he should be a number 9, like I said, and I'll delve into it a little bit deeper in this video. So if we'll have a look at how he did at Swansea last season, then 19 goals altogether, 17 of those came inside the box. If we have a look at his heat map, his shot heat map there, from last season at Swansea, yeah, he likes to take a shot from all over the pitch, really, all over the sort of, 18-yard box, even as far back as the halfway almost. Um, lots of shots to Swansea there. But it's the shot accuracy as well that I don't think is quite on point really as well. Um, and I've had a look at the sample size from sort of end of last year, sort of after Christmas last year, 2022, December 2022, from a game against Reading. The sample size is about 26 games, including this season, early part of it, where he played 3 games for them, all up front. Obviously, the new manager came in, played him up top. 14 of his 19 goals came in this sample size of, like I said, about 26 games. And 12 of them, would you believe, came when he was playing as a striker, either a lone striker or or part of a front two. 2 of them came off the wing, off the right wing. Unsurprisingly, 0 came when he was playing at number 10, which was only a handful of times really from that sample size. So, yeah, I mean, you could say, well, he's got 8 goals from number 10 this season. Of course he has. But, have a look at, it's considerably less. Shots, considerably less. Obviously, it's less games, but he's not having the same effect as he is when he was in a white Swansea City shirt. It's just not the same effect you can see, and you can see that even not off the facts of it all. Draw up his heat map from his time with Leeds so far. Yes, his shot accuracy, sorry, is better, 73% to 70% last season and the whole season at Swansea. But it isn't. It's clear as day to me that he's not a number 10. Yeah, he's only got 2 assists last season for Swansea. Creating goals isn't his thing, and yet you've put him in a position where that's the job of the number 10 is primarily to create, and I really don't see the reason why and why he's so stubborn in this situation. We've seen it with Bielsa before, him where you know the manager doesn't like to budge from what he saw at the start of when he came in, and this is obviously the same as Farke with Jöel Piroe. For me, Jöel Piroe, maybe even play him as a number as two, as part of the top two, as a part of the front two. You'll see more goals from him. You'll see more, because in the last sort of 3-4 games, he's been a ghost. I don't think he's scored now since the Plymouth game. That must have been. Sorry, he scored against Borough, didn't he? So he hasn't scored in his last, what, 3 games maybe? That was a penalty, wasn't it, against Borough? So we need to see more of him. Is it his fault? I don't think it is, really. I think he's being played way out of position. That isn't his position to be playing outside the box. We've seen in those heat maps that he scores, that he plays, very much he likes to have a shot from wherever, but all of his goals pretty much have come inside the area. It's the same for Leeds. 7 of his 8 goals, I think, have come inside the area. He likes to be in there. And as a playing as a number 10, he's not going to get in there as much. And, Daniel Farke, for my message would be to Farke would be playing as part of as part of a front two, and it would be wholly ripping up the song sheet and starting again, really, wouldn't it? But in terms of if it's not working, fair enough, start him as a number 10. If it's not working, this is how I would like to see Leeds United match up. Go to a 4-3-1-2 formation. Where you've got a back four, where you've still got the three, 2 of them could be wingers in Cree and Dan, or Cree and Willie, or whoever, because the wingers are so important to how we play. But, then you've got maybe Kamara sitting in there, because maybe play Ampadu as a centre back. Then you've got a number 10, natural number 10. There is talk, now don't kill me, but there is talk of Brendan Aronson coming back in January. Would that be a good move? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I know a lot of people wouldn't like to see him back because they see him as jumping ship in the summer, but hasn't gone well enough for him in Germany. I think he could still do a job, as I did a video about him about a month ago or so. I think he could still do a job in the Championship, and I, for one, would be all up for this. And personally, well, whoever's playing there as a number 10, then you play Piroe and Rutter together. Could that work? You know what I mean? He hasn't tried that, I don't think, as of yet. I think it could work. Georgie, you don't have to be so, like I said, you don't have to be so stubborn. You don't have to be so loyal to these players. Jorginho Rutter, for me, over the last few games as well, hasn't played well. Is it as simple, I say it's maybe changing the formation up. Is it as simple as just changing those 2 around in the formation? Putting Piroe as number 9, as a lone number 9, putting Rutter as a number 10. He creates more. Rutter creates more. It's down in the stats. He creates more. He's got more assists. He creates more chances. It's plain to see for me. He shouldn't be playing as number 9. It should be the other way around. Or you play them both up top by themselves. Get a number 10 in, which we're screaming for. Maybe, Brendan Aronson is the answer. But, he's been criminally underused, in my opinion, by Farke. And Farke has also, in my opinion, insulted the intelligence of a few, the fan base, really, by sort of saying, oh, he knows strikers, he knows this, he knows his best position, when clearly it's not his best position. Let me know in the comments there below how you're thinking, what your thoughts are on where Jöel Piroe should play. I think I've made my thoughts very clear there. Thanks a lot for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.